Don Pires, prime pick number one. Prime pick number one choice, number one, your choice. And you drop him. Right, let's get into this. What's going on, people? Welcome back to Rootz TV, Border League Week 7. Or was it Border League? It felt more like WWE. The amount of plot twist there was, it might as well be an episode of EastEnders. But yeah, we'll get straight into it. Deep dive, 6 games as always. First starting off with 26ers versus M7. 26ers, what's going on, mate? John Terry, defender, Premier League winner. You would have thought the defence would have been shored up at the back. 26ers went 2-0 up early doors, and then Toby Ballpool won back courtesy of a dodgy deflection from Femi Akinwande. If you don't shoot, you don't score. Saka-san, know him very well. Make sure you check out the interview on the channel. He scored a toe-poke finish. Then their new signing, or their new permanent signing, Zaid Al-Hassani, made it 3-2. And then Bilal Saeed, the naughtiest and the rudest of finishes. He put them ahead. But then 26, he just threw it away. And to be honest, they were lucky to come away with a draw in the end of it, despite M7 having 2 men sent off, including that Serbian sniper, Stefan Ilic. Moving on to the next one, Treble FC versus N5. Treble slowly becoming my favourite team now. They're on a run of form. They're kind of just gone under the radar, not too much high flash, or you know, their gaffer's not turning up. Their main gaffer, Luis Figo's not turning up. I've already brought it up enough times already. But they're doing bits, and you know what? I reckon they can sneak into that top 4, despite being 5th at the moment. A bit of a walk in the park, to be honest. Hold tight, gigs. Jordan Antonio Brown scored. Cucurella, aka Sassy, scored as well. Brian Lee, pretty much Brian Lee FC N5, innit? He scored 1. Or in fact, he scored 2, should I say. And Modi scored another one as well in between. Oh, and obviously Sassy got another one. To give Treble FC 3 valuable points, and it ended 5-2. On to the game of the day. Easily the game of the day. So much drama, but you love it. You love to see it. So first things first, obviously it's SDS versus Yanited, if you didn't grasp that already. The backstory, you might have seen it on Insta, you might have seen it on the socials. Big John making a big mess of this all. The whole tight John still. Some might feel like he's slightly scapegoated because of this whole drama. Some might say it's football, it's business. End of the day, if you get dropped, you get dropped. Basically, the backstory is John got dropped from SDS after a run of 5 games. Got dropped for half, shout out half. Obviously, the interview's on the channel, make sure you check it out. He said it's football, it's business, you know. If you get dropped, if you're not performing up to standard, you get dropped, which is the truth, really, isn't it? It's football, isn't it? John obviously felt scapegoated in a way, you know, on commentary, he's getting his friends of 6 or 7 years calling him, what's it, Joe Nana? And all sorts of stuff as well. And despite his saves and despite his stats and all the rest of it now, I think he had like higher save percentage record or whatever. But again, like, he basically felt like his defence was letting down a little bit and he was getting scapegoated, which he's entitled to feel like that. But anyway, the thing still stands. Obviously, they brought a new gaffer in as well. Maz, shout out Maz, brought in Half. Half then has a worldie of a debut, scores, saves 2 pens as well in the process. So again, it's kind of justified him bringing in to the squad, and obviously he can bring a different skill set. Now, I honestly thought that both keepers were going to be remaining in the team, because you never know, 1 week, you know, one keeper might not make it. Near enough Half, obviously having a cup final. But then, obviously, words were exchanged, socials, posts were made as well, and then off the back of that, boy, all hell breaks loose. All hell breaks loose, sorry, should I say. And then obviously at the start of the game, I was there in attendance. I could see John training up the United goalkeeper. I'm thinking, what's he doing over there? Especially in this game as well. And then when it came down to it, Ginge, the mastermind game. God, he got in, tried to get into his head, brings out Big John in a United shirt. In a United shirt. Oh, I love it. I love it. I'm not going to lie to you. I did love it. Like, this is what it's about. And Ginge understands the content side of it all, man. It's not going to be fisticuffs. It's just, well, we'll get into that bit later anyway. But he brings him out in a United shirt. Side eyes were exchanged and all the rest of it. Now, I'm sure a couple words were exchanged. I'm surprised there was no cameras or mics around that bit as well. But yeah, and that was all just at the start of the game. Let's get into the game though. And then the first thing of note, PK Humble clatters into Hamza, despite them playing at Rising Ballers game. I'm sure something was said before the game. and then that ended up PK Humble getting sent off, or Simbin, should I say, for 2 minutes at the start of the game, and that's within the first like 10 seconds. Then he comes back, scores the first goal, does his dance, of course. Oh, by the way, his fan base is crazy. Like, PK Humble, I don't know if you can see it on camera, maybe that far post over there, he's that far gone. In fact, he's probably further gone than that. Like, in terms of his fan base, crazy. I saw a trail of people running after him, literally running after him in the venue after and before the game as well. That's how far gone he is. Anyway, shout out PK Humble. Comes on, scores, does his dance, and then, yeah, all hell breaks loose after that big whopping challenge from Donny. Goes straight into Hamza again.
For SDS's goalkeeper. Hang on! That did not look pretty at all. Tempers over from it on pitch sides. This is what 6 weeks has all been building towards. So much emotion. And all it needed was just a little spark. And there's the 2 managers trying to calm it down.
Hamza, I felt sorry for you, bro. Like, flipping out. Everyone's just like putting one on you, man. Like, sticking the one on you. Like, what's going on? And despite, he's had a good weekend as well, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, stuck one on him, sent Hamza to Rootz. Well, not really, literally Rootz, but put him into the billboard, shall I say, and then it all kicked off. Ginge was in there. I think Ilyas, I see you in there with a couple slide kicks in there as well. But it just, yeah, again, handbags, WWE stuff, all content. That's what it's all about, you know, nothing more than that. But it obviously looks good for camera. And again, if you had a thumbnail, that is the thumbnail again, like 30 guys on the pitch, scrapping, pushing and shoving, all the rest of it now. And in the process, PK Humble then got sent off once again, along with obviously Donny, and I think Michael Felivi, listen, if I butcher your name, apologies. He got sent off for SDS, but then they ended up getting an equaliser, courtesy of their new signing Sterling, Kazar Sterling, not Raheem. And then obviously they got another point as well afterwards as well. So they had a good night overall, but they might have thought that they could have got the 3 points because they were there for the taking. I think the last couple of minutes they were down to, well, Yanited were down to 4 men, and obviously SDS were down to 5. But again, they were there for the taking. But what a game overall. And yeah, I don't know, John obviously has his justifications for doing what he did. I'm sure his pockets are a lot more heavier than they were going into the game for doing that stunt as well. He's burnt a couple bridges off the back of that, but probably in his mind, he probably thought they were burnt already because they didn't check in on him, especially when he was getting all these penalties left, right and centre, especially on big platforms like that as well. But at the same time, I can see the flip side of it as well. It's like, if you're not up to standard and again, you're not up to the performance levels that we expect from you, then I can see why you would get dropped, and especially when you've got players waiting in the wings that are like of note, like of the same level, if not maybe even better. So I'll be interested to get your thoughts on that one as well. Who's in the right, who's in the wrong there? If they're your friends, should they have checked in more? Should they have dropped him? I don't know. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. But again, that is entertainment. That's what the Ball League should be about, on and off the pitch. And again, if you're not tuned into it already, if you weren't convinced by, you know, the previous weeks, if you just threw that game in just alone, I think that would get a lot more people involved and a lot more people interested anyway. So, FC Rule the World versus Vision FC was the next one. And again, that's a hard game to top after that. They went 4-3 up and they ended up drawing. So Vision FC, despite being top of the table right now, they could have won the game. 4-3 going into the one-on-one challenge, and they ended up drawing 5-5. Florian got on the score sheet once again. KFI got on the score sheet once again from one-on-one. You know what? That's a good point for FC Rule the World. I'm not going to lie to you. That's a good point for them. But from Vision's point of view, they probably would have thought that's 2 points dropped. But they kind of made up for it with the one-on-one challenges anyway. So moving on to the following fixture, Game 5, Depot Trio versus Santan FC. Wow, I did not see this coming, I'm not going to lie to you. Like, I know the manager of Depot Trio, and despite Shearer, Lineker and Micah Richards not being there, I did not see this one happening. 7-2, demolition, gaffer. You might be getting your marching orders soon. Now I'm joking. I'm kidding. Dave, I'm kidding. But seriously, 7-2, man. Like, there's questions got to be asked though. Seriously, like, if you're getting beaten that badly, has too many changes been made? You know, have you got the right players playing? You know, you've got Jonan Lescott, no disrespect, obviously Premier League winner, but this ain't Premier League. This is young boys running around, small-sided. You brought in Cookie as well. A good player, good non-league player, but again, what happened to the players that brought you to the dance? What happened to the players that got you to the top of the table in this top four? Like, have you dropped them? Why have you dropped them? Did you need to drop them? So many questions got to be asked. Santon, of course, they've done their thing. Shout out Mike Kill, shout out Albi. Yeah, put them on a good track to finishing that top four position, and that's what they needed, really. They needed those 3 points. And yeah, good win for them. But again, Depot Trio. Dave, got to be asking questions of you, son. You know what I'm saying? Top four. And then onto the final game of the night. Now, this is where the stadium's emptying out, man. Shout out to this. Like, if you stick around to this time, ratings for you, because I'm not gonna lie, I was tired. I'm sure a lot of people were tired, but anyway, the 6th game is a slog. I'm just putting it out there. MVPs versus Wembley Rangers. Now, Wembley Rangers need a win. Near enough at the bottom. N5 just holding you up just about. And decisions have to be questioned because you got Dom Pires. And people know how much I'm a fan of Dom Pires. Whether it be SC Dons, Baiteze, All Nations, England. You got Dom Pires, prime pick number 1. Prime pick number 1, number 1 choice, number 1 your choice. And you drop him. Not injured, not simbing due to the whole Joleon Lescott debacle, whatever you want to call it. You dropped him. And it's clear as they dropped him because SC Dons put him in their starting lineup in the 5s. So he's playing goals Bexley Heath when he could be playing Border League. And I'm sure, I don't even need to ask Dom, what would he rather be doing? Earning 4 bills, playing on Sky Sports for Ian Wright, Chloe Kelly, or SC Dons? No disrespect at all. But again, it's an opportunity there to earn money on a good platform. You're already top goal scorer as well, and your team needs you, but you're getting dropped. Now, like I said, there's no injury, because again, he played that same night. There's no suspension, because Johnny Lescott played that same night. So he definitely got dropped. There's no even those conspiracies about it. I need to know this. Why would you drop, like, questions need to be asked. Because I'm seeing, he's their worst player. He's a bad player. How can he be a bad player? He's a top goal scorer. When you need someone, he comes in clutch. Did you not see the 4 goals that he scored? He scored 4 goals in a one-on-ones. That's the bulk load of his goals for your team. Come in clutch, and you're dropping him. Now, I don't know if it's Uncle Ian, I don't know if it's Chloe Kelly, I don't know if it's the England manager, I don't know if it's a collective. But that's poor choices. Very poor choices. I'll call it how I see it. I don't care. I'm not affiliated to none of these teams. They barely let me in the venue anyway. We'll get onto that in a minute. But if you're dropping Dom Pires, one of your better players, probably your best player, you know, shout out Ruben as well. Obviously, we'll get into the game in a minute. But if you're dropping Dom Pires, questions need to be asked, man. You've got pretty much the England team in that team. And if that's the England team, and they're getting battered week in, week out, and you're dropping your star players, questions need to be asked. Just call it how I see it. Anyway, get into the game. MVPs, this is just easy, man. Easy. Once again, I'll use that same reference. Walk in the park. Walk in the park. 3-0 up until the one-on-ones. Ruben Jr., yeah, he grabbed 2. Shout out Ruben. He's already had a good day already. Ruben's already done his thing already. Got promoted with Dover. Congratulations to Ruben. Sick penalty, by the way, Rubes. Make sure you check out the interviews on the channel as well. But yeah, consolation goals, 4-2. Easy dub for MVPs. But when you're making it easier for your opposition, dropping your star player, one of your star players, questions need to be asked. I'm sorry. How can I be patriotic about my country if my country is dropping my star player? Imagine if it's England, you're dropping Harry Kane. Questions not going to be asked. That's it, same levels. Sorry. Obviously, I'm not saying Dom Pires is Harry Kane, but you get what I'm saying. You get the gist, innit? Anyway, just had to throw that one in there. Free Dom. Free Dom. Crazy. Anyway, let's get into the table. So Vision FC still top of the table despite dropping points, 17. Yanited, 16. Depot Trio, 16. Dave, you're holding on there, son. Santan, 15 points. Shout out Santan. Treble, I reckon they still could sneak in there. So Santan, be careful. They're on 13 points. MVP's up to 12 points now. SDS, 8 points. Shout out Mans, they're doing well. 26ers, dropped a couple points there despite the cheeky little goals there. 8 points. Same as M7, Rule the Worlds. Shout out Clint, my namesake, 6 points. And then the two at the bottom, languishing, 4 points. Jesus. No transfers, yeah? Right. Brian Lee FC, man. They must have paid him a heavy bag to keep him there, boy. God, I thought you would have been first to go. But yeah, right. Let's get into my experience, because it's not only my experience, but it's the experience of others as well. First things first, shout out to Ball Lee. I think they might be listening to these videos, so I'm going to give them a couple more pointers. They're upping the noise level a little bit, because I like the decibel meter thing. It's doing all right, but too bad throughout the other games or throughout the rest of the game, it's dead, it's quiet. It's quiet. You need that more. You need more chance. You had the busiest fans, aka the SDS fans, up in the gods. You should bring them down to pitch side. In fact, put them behind the goals. Get some atmosphere going. That was sold out last night. Sold out. Bank holiday, sold out. Good numbers. Yeah, throughout the night. Apart from, obviously, game 6. You know, dead, cemetery. Need to build that momentum. Get people going. I know you're trying to do the giveaways and stuff like that, but get them going, man. Make it into atmosphere. Make it, Americanize it, WWE thing. Because apart from the one game, basically Angry Ginge'S is holding up the standard in terms of that sense, and SDS have got the fan base as well. It's dead. We need more. Once again, security, stinker. Why? This very camera that I'm filming on right now, you would have let in, yeah? And I told you, I'm coming from work, working man, yeah? And I told you, I'm not using it. And despite telling him that, they won't let me in. Shout out to Dave, I managed to get in, but something needs to be done there, man. I don't understand it. And the worst thing is, as soon as I walked in, bare people doing content. And I don't get it. Is it an agenda against myself or what? Because you can't even say they had this camera, they had that camera. Because I checked their model of camera. I know cameras. They had this. Some of them had the same camera. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the security. Because I'm hearing that fellow content creators are getting pissed off now because they're getting treated rudely by members of staff, security, and all the rest of it now. And if you want this to blow, of course it's going to blow, it's doing well, but if you want it to grow, you need the infrastructure around it. It can't just be about the people there and that's it. All things need eyes on it and keep good relations, because you never know, you might need these people. You might need me. I might blow up to an Angry Ginge level one day, or some of these other content creators that you've pissed off might grow to an Angry Ginge level one day, but they'll remember what you've done to them in the past. So treat these people good from the start. That's what I would say. Anyone from Board League watching, sort your security out. It should be like a media area to create content. It's easy. You don't even have to do anything. You don't need to pay them. Just create a little area for them, welcome them, create content, collab with them. Because all bits of content, I know you guys are struggling for content. In terms of getting it out there, should I say. Not obviously on the pitch, I'm saying getting out there. So why not collab with these people by treating these people, i.e. myself and others, respectfully? That's all I'm saying. So I know Baller League people are watching. Think about that for the next week. It's not going to cost you a dime, yeah? Just say anything that you get, collab with us, and then it helps promote your product even more. Because somewhere there's a bit of a disconnect. I don't understand it. I really don't understand it. But anyway, apart from that, I'm going to end on a positive. Game week night was sick. Game week night 7, should I say, was sick. Again, the drama adds to it. More drama, please. Angry Ginge, best manager by far in terms of just getting it. And again, oh yeah, who was the player of the game? Player of the night, should I say? Max Pittman. Okay, I can see why. 9 saves, Max Pittman, player of the game. Well deserved, I hear that. But at the same time, PK Humble, done his thing, on and off the pitch. Love to see it. And again, shout out to the sharpshooters as well, man. You know, shout out to Smalls, shout out to Tyler Winters. Oh, and shout out to the players as well. This is another thing I want to say. Shout out to the players that are doing the rounds, signing memorabilia and all the rest of it now. Shout out to Reggie. Shout out to Reggie. You know why, like, again, just taking time out to sign T-shirts. Tyler Winters, Sam Cox from Yanited, all doing the rounds on the second level. Love that sort of stuff. That's what the fans want to see, especially the young ones as well. More of that, please. Because again, that buys in. Once you get the younger audience on board, forget about it. More of that stuff, please. That's what I would say. So I'm going to end on that positive note. It's not going to be all negative. I just think those bits of the security letting down the perception of going there, especially to content creators that are going to help elevate your product, stinker. But apart from that, the players on board, love that, love to see it, buying into the fans, and again, growing your fan base off the back of that as well. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching as always, guys, and I'll see you guys all in a bit. Peace.